All right, Mr. Crawford, we were discussing off camera that horse number 3, Global Approach. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, listen, he is what he is. You know, he's always going to bring his best foot to track. He isn't a superstar by any means, but you know, he's always an honest horse in his work and what he brings onto the grass. So, you know, there are 2 respectable horses in the race with Stepping Out and that horse for Fortune, Noble Kingdom. But besides that, I think he'll run a good race. I wouldn't quite look at his last run. You know, a lot of things didn't quite go his way. He bounced out the pens badly. They took forever to jump, and I don't believe you actually saw the true respective of him. So I think put a line through his last run, and I'm expecting him to run in the first 3 tomorrow.
On to race number 3. Horse number 2 is Clap of Thunder. What are you expecting there?
I'd also put a line through his last start, Bon. He didn't quite get the run that he was needing. He actually clipped heels as he came to the straight, and Cabello looked for his run. So I wouldn't quite put anything noticeable on his last run. I'll put a line through it. But besides that, he's working well at home, and I still think he can be a competitive runner on the day. He does hang in quite badly, and you know, from our draw, it's not ideal, but we'll see how he goes. I think he's also going to be a competitive horse to run in the places tomorrow.
Moving on to Turpitz, good maiden victory, followed it up with a promising run, and it looks like he's just a little bit above average.
Yeah, listen, I've actually been quite happy with him. I have been looking to run this horse for quite some time now. He just hasn't quite gotten the draw. Still doesn't have the draw in his favour, but with it being Vaal Classic track, he has the long run in, and you know, he's not a horse that's good out the gates anyway, so I don't think draw matters too much. But you know, he's a horse that shows me some ability at home, so you know, he definitely is stepping up in field and against what competition he's got, and you know, Claessen's horse has to be respected in the race, but I'm expecting him also to run a very close competitive race tomorrow.
And then you have to wait till the bitter end. There's no escaping from the Vaal early. A Time to Flower is your representative in the 9th race.
Yeah, listen, she's doing very well, Bon. Very, very well. She's her last maiden, or her last win out of a maiden. I thought she couldn't get beat. I know a lot of people fancied Fortune's horse, but I thought your horse has got to be really good or really well to beat me on the day. And I think going into this race, she's doing even better. But you know, in saying that, it is her first run out of the maidens. She is running against some smart fillies, with Mythical Dream being one of them, and then the other horse, Silver Winter. You know, they're both horses that hold good form, and you know, Mythical Dream does or looks to be something that can have quite a lot of form going forward. So I think tomorrow will be a good idea to see what kind of base we get with how good she really is. But I'm still expecting it to be very competitive on the day.